Welcome to a quick plot of the spring 2020 anime, Tower of God. Spoiler warning for the plot and events from the anime. Our main character, Bomb, is chasing Rachel, who says to forget about her as she is climbing the tower to see the stars, disappearing into the gates. Bomb suddenly finds himself on the first floor of the tower, with its caretaker Head-On. Head-On explains that all who wish to climb the tower must pass through a series of tests from each floor, with the first being to break a ball behind a giant steel-covered eel. Yuri, a princess of Jahad, and her companion Evan suddenly interrupts the trial. Curious of Bomb, Yuri lends him a powerful sword known as Black March that can be dull or extremely sharp depending on the user. Bomb lets himself get eaten in order to cut up the eel from the inside. However, as Black March is unable to be wielded by him, Evan suggests he requests its strength, allowing Bomb to break the ball and be transported to the next floor. Yuri goes after him to retrieve Black March. On the second floor, Bomb is greeted by 399 other floor contestants, with the next test being a killing match to whittle the number down to 200. In a flashback, Bomb recalls how he was amnesic and all alone in a dark cave until Rachel came and took care of him. On the second floor, Bomb encounters two other contestants, Kun and Rock. Both recognize the Black March due to a symbol on its hilt, which interests them both greatly. Kun forms an alliance with Bomb and Rock at the last second when the next test calls for teams of 3 to be formed between participants. We meet Lee Ro, test administrator and ranker, someone who has successfully climbed the tower. He challenges them to withstand his water barrier, which is formed using the tower's power known as Shinsu. All but Bomb are pushed back by the Shinsu. As others pass the test, Lee Ro warns Bomb about Kun. They meet the director of the test, Hansung Yu, who challenges them to find the right door out of 12 identical ones, within 10 minutes, given only one chance, or they fail. Although Kun tries to think, he is haunted by the memories of his mother's words, and his half-sister Maria after she was chosen to become a princess of Jahad. As Kun panics, Rock pushes open a random door and Hansung reveals the hidden condition to pass was to open any door within 5 minutes. Leroro then administers a bonus test where participation is voluntary, but all who pass it would be automatically granted permission to climb the tower. The bonus test involves 5 rounds and 5 teams attempting to steal a crown and remain on the throne for as long as possible. In the second round, Anak Jahad, a lizard-like girl, currently holds the crown. She wields a sword called Green April, which is part of the series of ignition weapon swords known as the 13-month series, which also includes the Black March. This series of swords is only bestowed upon the princesses of Jahad, including Yuri and Anak, who asks Bomb to hand it over. Anak makes a bet with Bomb. If his team wins, he gets the swords, otherwise she gets them. As Anak's team trespassed, they are disqualified from the game. Kun pulls a series of tricks using his cloning bag and earns the crown first with Bomb on the throne. Kun makes countless copies of the crown and releases 3 other participants that he had allied with during the second round from his bottomless bag. Rachel's team enters the game, proving to be extremely powerful. Bomb recognizes Rachel and jumps to protect her when she is attacked, the two getting struck on the head in the process and falling to the floor. As Bomb protects her, a strange explosion of Shinsu erupts, injuring the attacker. Meanwhile, Leroro approaches Hansung questioning his reasons for having him administer this bonus round. Hansung cautions that as administrators, they are present to prevent anyone potentially dangerous from claiming the tower's power, referring to Bomb. The crown game ends without a victor as the crown is melted from the extreme power release, and Bomb had left the throne during the game. Due to his injury and Black March, Bomb is admitted to the infirmary. Rachel requests that Khun lie to Bomb that she was never here, although Khun quickly sees that she doesn't really care about Bomb and works to distance the both of them. Anak steals the Black March, but it refuses to listen to her. Lororo assigns them all positions in their teams to start the 4th test: Fisherman, Spear Bearer, Lighthouse Bearer, Scout, and Wave Controller. Bomb receives the Wave Controller position, a position that utilizes Shinsu to support team members. Everyone works hard in order to pass in their classes. Bomb meets Endorsi Jahad, a princess of Jahad who labels Anak as an imposter. Amogus. Records claim that Anak was supposedly made a princess of Jahad after climbing the tower and is now deceased, but is somehow taking the test with them. As Anak and Endorsi battle in their class, the current Anak is revealed to be the real princess's daughter, whose parents were killed by the other princesses, prompting her to enter the tower for revenge. Jahad is the first man to have ever climbed the tower, becoming the king of all who lives in it today. Princesses of Jahad are like luxurious shoes in a display cabinet. They are to be looked at and never touched. Once they are granted Jahad's power, they are forbidden to do certain things such as bearing children to prevent the inheritance of Jahad's power. In the final placement test, participants are split into 2 teams, with each team helping their own it steal the badge from the other team's it, or reaching the goal. One team has a ranker named Quant as their it. Khun's strategy is to delay Quant long enough so that Anak, their secret it, can make it to the goal. When Quant reaches the bridge, he finds Khun instead of Anak. Khun lies that Anak jumped off the bridge, but in reality, she is safely floating on his lighthouse under the bridge, which Quant figures out. Quant jumps down the bridge, forcing Khun with him in an attempt to get his lighthouse to fall, but Khun is saved by Anak using Green April. Down below, Quant surprisingly finds Khun, who offers him a ride up to the bridge to steal Anak's badge. It is revealed that Khun betrayed his own team so that his real team of friends could pass the test. Endorsi declares she will be it. As Quant catches up, Endorsi seems to turn against her team as well. Endorsi reveals that she intends to kill the other 2 fishermen on Team B to ensure that she passes the test. Bomb runs to Rachel, and he and Quant discover that Ho is holding Rachel hostage at knife point. Rachel tries to break free from Ho's hold, and he accidentally stabs her in the back. To Quant's amazement, Bomb uses Ranker Shinsu technique to paralyze Ho, recovering Rachel, who was now bleeding badly. Realizing he was set up and grieving in how he was once again powerless, Ho takes the knife and stabs himself through the chest, killing himself. With Bomb's help, Endorsi recovers Quant's badge and Team B wins. Rachel and Ho's corpse are taken to emergency care. Bomb reveals Rachel may never walk again after her injury. Test director Hansung Yu runs into the Wave Controller teacher, who reveals that his true identity is Lo Po, a member of the Royal Enforcement Division. He is on a mission to retrieve the Green April and destroy the false princess, the second Anak Jahad. Hansung unexpectedly allows Lo Po to pursue his mission. Hansung announces that since Rachel was injured in the last test, she has failed. In an attempt to save her status, Khun asks for permission to take the Guardian's test. Only irregulars have the power to consult with the Guardian, in which Bomb notifies them that he is one. This revelation surprises everyone, then Bomb is then taken to the Guardian in order to speak with him. Irregulars are individuals who were not chosen by the tower and are seen as bad omens. After consulting with the Guardian, Bomb gets permission to take the Guardian's test, If he passes, then Rachel will move on. For the test, Bomb and Rachel are placed into an underwater Shinsu ball along with fish and must be captured by net dolphins and eaten by their queen to pass. The other participants must stop the net dolphins' enemies, the goblins and ground pigs, from interfering with the net dolphins. Everyone must also watch out for the bull, a mysterious and dangerous creature. Kun instructs most of the team to keep an eye on the goblins and ground pigs. In the caves, Endorsi and Anak run into the bull, however the two start competing and betting against each other to see who will defeat it first. The bull, however, runs off and Endorsi and Anak follow, leading them to become separated. Endorsi runs into the bull and left nearly unconscious. Anak runs into Lo Po, who stabs her through the torso. Lo Po is controlling the bull, and it brings a captured Endorsi to him, who is ordered by Lo Po to kill Anak, the imposter princess. Anak is nearly defeated by Lo Po, but Endorsi chooses to fight alongside her. Together, they are still not powerful enough to defeat him, but as they fight, Princess Yuri arrives and she recognizes the blade she loaned to Bomb. Meanwhile, Kun orders the team to seal several underground tunnels leading the ground pigs to the goblins to kill each other. Annoyed with the situation, Yuri works with her team to kill Lo Po. As Lo Po dies, he laughs, admitting that during the fight he sent the bull to kill Bomb and Rachel. The bull arrives to kill them and gets several good hits before Bomb uses his special Shinsu to defeat the bull. As they rise upward about to complete the test successfully, Rachel stands up and pushes Bomb over the edge. Rachel believed the tower was calling for her, but when she arrived, Head-On tells her that the tower did not call for her, and that she is too weak to enter. Desperate to become special, she begs for any kind of chance. Head-On shows her when Bomb arrives, he is able to defeat the first test with some help. Head-On gives her a special test, that she will be allowed to climb the tower if she defeats Bomb with her own two hands. She demands a special weapon, and Head-On gives her a bodyguard that will die in her place once, allowing her to have 2 lives. So she allowed herself to be taken by Ho, and uses the bodyguard to die and return. She waited until Bomb was injured, then pushes him into the Shinsu lake to kill him. When the others find her alone, they ask her where Bomb is, and she says the bull came, then passes out. Everyone assumes Bomb is dead, and decides that as a favor to him, they will help Rachel reach the top. Rachel, resting in her room after the trial, is conflicted over what she's done, but is still determined to reach the top. After everyone leaves for the next level, Bomb wakes up in a deep cavern badly hurt. He remembers Rachel pushing him and decides he needs to climb the tower in order to find his own answers. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more.